This is Healthcare Uprising. We are here to shine a light on the innovators implementing positive change in American healthcare and the patient experience stories, good and bad, that can help others navigate the sometimes overwhelmingly complex American healthcare system. Welcome to the Uprising. We are not doctors and we don't play one on TV. If you need medical advice, consult with your physician or a healthcare professional.
A lot of this industry has been trying to get them to be more open to talking about mental health and to, exploring therapy. I think what we find and hear is that, a lot of people don't want to take a medication every day. They don't want to feel like they have to rely on something, and they've kind of been taught to just tough it out, and they have a hard time maybe talking to someone, and maybe they don't want to go and sit with a therapist, every week. And sometimes I think it's hard to kind of get under the hood and kind of get under those defense mechanisms that we do a really good job of building up over the course of our lives. So that's why I think something like this could be really beneficial for some individuals, right? Because it can help to soften the ego or the defense mechanisms. It can help bring to light what needs to be talked to or needs to be worked on. And then obviously you're doing so within the care of a therapist that's specially trained in these types of approaches. To our network, we do have a nationwide network of credentialed providers. We individually credential every single one, just like a major carrier does. We actually use the same vendor that most of the major carriers do to credential those providers. So making sure they have the appropriate licensure, they're specialized, they're trained, background checks, all of that. And we have a pretty lengthy list, I would say waiting list of providers waiting to come into our network. But what we do is we wait until we have an employer that has employees in that area. And then when we have a need in that area, then we'll bring them on. So we can bring on new providers in any area across the country fairly quickly as part of that process. So yeah, they're just some of the ones that we have like ready to go just based on, the populations that we're serving today. So really where the real magic is in the therapy and the integration, because that's where it gives the power to the individual and helps them to realize I'm doing the healing, I'm transforming here. The medicine is helping me because it's bringing to awareness and maybe kind of opening up my perspective, but they're doing the deep work in the therapy. And that's where the transformation happens. So our protocols align with the clinical research that is showing that these improvements are happening over, a short period of time. So 6 sessions is the set of is what we approve as part of our package that individuals can access. So that's short-term medicine, right? 6 sessions of the medicine and up to 8 therapy and integration sessions. So really what I'm saying here is that what we bring to employers is the ability to offer the safest approach that's aligned with clinical research, that is also the most cost-effective approach, and an approach that I believe puts more power into the individual or the employee in having that transformation versus them feeling potentially reliant on a medication. I'll share a testimony from a patient. They said that they felt as though it was like 10 years of therapy in just a few sessions. So because you're able to kind of fast track the information that you need to kind of work through what you need to work through, it helps you kind of get to where you need to be quicker. And then because it operates on your brain in a beneficial way, by kind of disrupting some of the negative patterns and helping to expand and create new healthy brain connections and brain patterns, that's where you get the sustainability. And that's where you start to see that these outcomes are lasting and these changes are sticking. these just medicines they're just so incredible, and they're just such, incredible healing modalities that I believe that we need. And I believe will make, I would say pretty tremendous changes, I think, and ripple effect across the world if people really start to, I think be able to engage and have these breakthroughs.
Yeah.
A lot of this was just kind of coming to my, my own view and in my own experience. And I had just had, like I said, really transformative experiences with psychedelic assisted therapy. So when I learned that Enthea was creating that access and doing that by bringing it to employers, bringing it to unions where, health is really managed, I just thought that was really brilliant as a means to, one, educate individuals that may not be necessarily familiar with these healing modalities, how they work. I know there's a lot of stigma that, tends to come with them. And, in my opinion, a lot of misinformation that's out there. So the opportunity to be able to educate, about the value of these medicines, how they work, how they're unique and different than other traditional therapies. And then not only being able to educate, but also to really create that access for individuals. I just thought it was a really incredible opportunity.
This has been a Shut Up production.